Hello students, welcome back to you all to the biology series of class 10th. Today, as you are seeing on the board that what I have written here. So today I will discuss with you all the asexual mode of reproduction. As I have discussed earlier that what is reproduction, I have given the definition and basic introduction to the reproduction. Why do organisms reproduce? So the first method of reproduction is asexual reproduction. Before starting this, first let's know that every organism have the ability to reproduce. Either it's unicellular, multicellular, plants or animals. So generally asexual method of reproduction takes place in lower plants or in some plants or unicellular organism and multicellular organism. So in unicellular organism, three type of reproductions are there. That is binary fission, or we can say fission. So fission are of two types, that is binary fission and multiple fission. So the first mode of reproduction in unicellular organism is binary fission. Second one is multiple fission. Third one is budding. And like that, in multicellular organism, the asexual mode of reproduction happens like the process. One is fragmentation, second one is regeneration, third one is budding, fourth one is spore formation, and fifth one is vegetative propagation. So in unicellular organism like amoeba, paramecium, yeast, the reproduction occurs, but it happens in a different way. So the first way of reproduction is fission. Fission means dividing. So here it's only one cell. So in amoeba, it's divide the cells, and the cells is being divided and then divided into two daughter cells and splits the nucleus, and both the nucleus goes into the one amoeba. So it divides from 1 to 2 daughter cells. So in this mode of binary fissions, the amoeba divided into 2. The nucleus or the cells divide from 1 to 2. Come to the multiple fission. So in multiple fission, the example is leishmania. Leishmania, you have listened about the Kala Jar fever. Yes, that is the protozoa, you can say, is created by leishmania, Kala Jar fever. So what happened in this? Cells is being divided into many cells. Like if a nucleus, like here, if the cell is present, it is the nucleus, here cells is present. So this cell is being divided into many cells. So this is an example of multiple fission. Means here cells divide from one to many. This is the multiple fission. Come to the third mode of reproduction, third mode of asexual reproduction, that is budding. So in unicellular organism, as you know, yeast is unicellular organism. So yeast also reproduces by budding. So in yeast, actually what happens, there is an overgrowth. Means there is an overgrowth here, like this. If it is, this is yeast. So an overgrowth is generated here. Here it is the nucleus, and here also. So what happened? This overgrowth is attached, and this is being further, it becomes, the overgrowth also becomes from one, this bird give rise to 2 daughter cells. So from one offspring it becomes 2 daughter cells. So this is also becoming from 1 to 2, and this is what the mode of reproduction, asexual mode of reproduction, that is being done in yeast. So this overgrowth is also called as Protusian. Protusian. Protusia. So here one more thing is there, two processes are there. One is karyokinesis and another is cytokinesis. Karyokinesis and another one is cytokinesis. So what happens in karyokinesis and cytokinesis? Whenever the unicellular organism divides, first karyokinesis happens. Karyo and cyto. Karyo means nucleus. So nucleus and kinesis means division. So first nucleus divides, then cytoplasm divides. Cytokinesis. So remember the word cyto, karyo and kinesis. Kinesis means production or division, or cyto means cytoplasm, karyo means nucleus. So now come to asexual method of reproduction in fragmentation. In the first method is fragmentation. Fragmentation generally occurs in Spirogyra. Yes, Spirogyra is a group of lower plants. So Spirogyra looks like something this. So what happened? This Spirogyra makes a divide from here, and in this what is present? Nucleus is present. Nucleus is present. So here when it divides, the nucleus also divides, the cell apparatus also divides. So here the nucleus is there in the DNA, and here nucleus is there in the DNA. So how it makes? It has made two daughter cells from one main offspring. So this is also a mode of asexual reproduction. It takes place in Spirogyra. Now the second mode is regeneration. So regeneration, the word itself means regenerate. Like if you cut something and you have left for some times, what happens? Some outgrowth is being put forward, means the outgrowth is being grown. So that is what regeneration. You have seen lizard. So what happened in lizard tail? Lizard tail is being cut, and after some times the lizard tail is being regenerated. So that is what the regeneration. So this regeneration generally occurs in planaria. So like planaria, see, this is the whole planaria. What happened? This planaria is being cut from three sides. One. The next step, one, three. From next time, from here the new part is being generated. Here in the middle part, here in this, so in this mode of reproduction, first it is being cut and then the new parts is being generated to form new daughter cells. So here the reproduction mode is also asexual, means it is being divided from one parent only. There is no gamete formation. So here it is being cut and regenerated into new organism. Now let's come to the third one, that is budding. Budding also occurs in unicellular organism and budding also occurs in multicellular organism. So budding in multicellular organism is the most common example is Hydra. As you know, Hydra have many tentacles and it also have some birds. So you have seen Hydra. So these are the tentacles of Hydra. And here is the outgrowth. Here is the outgrowth in the Hydra. What happened? This outgrowth becomes larger after some division. This is the outgrowth. Then in final stage, this Hydra, this outgrowth is being detached and makes a new Hydra. So this also reproduces its number. It's make increase our number by only one parent by asexual means. So budding in Hydra is also an example of asexual mode of reproduction in multicellular organism. Fourth one is spore formation, spores. So spore formation, the most common example is rhizophus. So rhizophus is also an example of the lower group. So in rhizophus, what happened? Here I have made a structure. I don't know if it is visible or not. This is a thread-like structure. In this circle is present, and this thread-like of structure is called hyphae. And in this hyphae, in this circle, a spore is present. And as the spore is present, during some favorable condition, these spores are being burst and they are fallen down on the ground. And some favorable condition, it starts reproducing. When it comes into contact with air or water, it starts reproducing and make the new identical daughter cells. The fifth one is vegetative propagation. So in vegetative propagation, there are two modes of propagation. This is also a asexual method of production. Only one parent is involved. So in this, two types of production is there. One is natural and another one is artificial. So what happened in natural method of production and in natural or an artificial method of production? In natural, so it reproduces by itself. Like in natural, there are three types of reproduction is there. One is root, one is in stem, and one is in leaves. The examples in root is the mint, stem in potato, leaf is bryophyllum leaves. Like in leaves, in your NCERT is also given. In leaf, one leaf, another leaf is being produced. And this leaf is being what? Propagated for the next plant. The stem, you have seen potato. Potato has some nodes like structures. So this nodes is what? Reproductive part, propagating part for the new plant. This node is being cut and propagated for a new plant. In root, the mint is an example in the root. So in the root, the new plant, the mint give rise to new plant. Coming to the artificial propagation. In artificial propagation, what we do, we means people like scientists, they culture the plant. Like they culture the small seeds or they culture anything from the plant for the new propagation of the new plant. Like from one plant in some lab, what they are doing, they are making new plants from one to many plants. That is artificial mode of propagating the plant, and that is called tissue culture. Or one of the very common example, this is so very extrovert example. One of the very common example, like you have seen rose, what you do? You cut the rose stem and you put the rose stem. So this is also an example of vegetative propagation of leaves. So this is the asexual mode of reproduction or asexual method of reproduction in organism. In next class, we will see the sexual mode of reproduction, which is given in your book. So that's all for today. Thank you.